How do I plug the input into a function? To find the output. I did grade a quiz yesterday. It was the quiz you took right before your test. For the most part, it was okay. For the most part. Except for it's day 2. I said that. So let's talk about independent variable. Independent variable is the input variable. Independent variable is the input variable. Dependent variable is the output variable. The output is dependent on the input because whatever you plug in will then give you the output. Okay? So dependent is on the independent variable. The reason why is the output only becomes something after I use the input. So I don't have any output unless I have an input. Homework was easy yesterday, yeah? Okay. All right, examples. Your example is going to say the domain of the function y equals 2x is negative 2, 0, 2, 5, and 7. We're going to make a table. And you're going to identify the range. So you're going to make a table, and then you're going to identify the range. So I'll show you how to make a table in a second. All right, so we're going to make a table. The way it's going to work is the domain of the function. So what are our two variables? Y and x. The domain is representative of which values? X or y? So these are my x values, right? And I'm going to look for the range, which are which ones? What's range?
Your y.
Your y values, good. So I'm going to make a table that's going to represent that. So watch me make the table really quick, and then I'll let you make it. So we're going to start with x. How many x values do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bless you. Bless you. 4, 5. My function goes next, which is y equals 2x. And then I'm going to put at the end, I'm going to put the y, which is what I'm solving for. So negative 2, 0, 2, 5, and 7. Okay, so go ahead and fill that in. We all understand where it came from? Yeah? Okay, so I broke up my two variables, my x, which is my, what is x, dependent or independent? Look up top. Independent or dependent? Is it the input or the output? The input. So is that independent or output or dependent? This is your independent variable. This is your dependent variable. This is dependent on what you plug in for x. Up at the top really quick, since you guys are not remembering, input are your which values? Your x values. So independent is your x. Dependent is your y values. Make sure you know the difference. Okay? All right, so you ready? I'm going to show you how this works. I know most of you have done this, but I'll show you how I want you to write it. You're going to write y equals 2, and what's the operation between 2 and x? Multiplication, so we're going to put multiply by negative 2. We're not going to write the answer in this box at all. We're going to actually solve it and put the answer in the last box. So what is that answer? Negative 4. Got it? Go ahead and fill out the rest of it. Ready? All right, when we plug in 0, we get y equals 2 times 0, which my answer is now what? 0, very good. I plug in 2, so I get y equals 2 times 2. My answer is what? 4. I get y equals 2 times 5, which is? Good. And lastly? 14. 2 times 7. Good. All right, we good? Did we make the table? Yep. Now we need to identify the range. So we're going to go ahead and identify the range. What are your range values? Remember, you always must list them from what? Least to greatest. So what are they? 10 and? Good. Easy enough? Okay. Next example. You're going to do the same exact thing. I'm just not going to write it all out, okay? So you're going to find the domain of the function. Your function is y equals x minus 5. Your domain is negative 5, 5, 10, 12, and 15. I want you to make a table. And then I want you to identify the range. So same thing. I just wrote your domain a little differently. You're going to write your function right there. Check with someone next to you, see if you got the same answer. Because you should be done. Your work looks like this, yes? All right, what are our answers on the side for y? Negative 10, 0, 5, 7, 10. Wonderful. So your range is negative 10, 0, 5, 7, and 10. Yes? We good? Questions? All right. All right, your questions and your summary. Yeah, that's fine. Most of you should be on the back.